Welcome to another edition of NC Sports Weekly News. Mathieu Richard and GEFCO team clinch the Korea Match Cup and leap on top of the series. 41 solo sailors at the Figaro are now tackling the Atlantic Ocean on their way to Portugal. The Old Lady will never fade. Star-class championships on Lake Garda in Italy. Williams and Coleman win big at the P1 Superstock season opener in Hull. Plunge into the action with NC Sports. On any given racing day at the Alpari World Match Racing Tour. Well, if quarterfinal action between Minoprio's Alpari FX team and fellow Kiwis of Waka Racing did get your attention, check out what happened next in the final bout here at the Korea Match Cup 2013 between Canfield and Richard.
Oh yeah, obviously a tough one. A small hole in the front of the race committee boat, but yeah, you know, we were doing an unbelievable job controlling him throughout the entire pre-start, and we just kind of gave it away at the very end, you know.
Even the pros can make mistakes under pressure, and it was a costly one for Team US1. Taylor Canfield's Virgin Islanders, who take the penalty and in the end defeat going down 2-0 in the final to France's GEFCO team with Mathieu Richard on helm.
It's a teamwork, sure, and I'm very happy with the way we have sailed as a team during the week. It's so fantastic to win here, and really, yeah, I couldn't expect such a good result before the regatta, and yeah, I'm delighted. I'm very, very happy, and that's great, just great.
Reigning world champion Ian Williams of the UK was knocked out in the semis here in Jungkook Harbour. Now, after just 2 events, it's a reshuffle at the top in a phenomenal season start for the Alpari World Match Racing Tour. Richard's GEFCO now leads Alpari FX by 4 points and GAC Pindar by 5. Trailing by 8 but sticking to the front pack is US1. Next stop is the Stena Match Cup in Sweden. Be there with NC Sports. The classic French solo challenge La Solitaire du Figaro 2013 kicked off from Bordeaux last week en route to Portugal. Following a spectacular tack-by-tack downriver start which gathered thousands of fans in Pauillac, the 41 skippers then got their first taste of the Atlantic and are now on their 536 nautical mile journey to the city of Porto. A stable high-pressure system has brought in the northeasterlies, which have pushed the fleet downwind across the Bay of Biscay at maximum speed, which for these 30-foot Beneteau Figaros translates into about 8 to 9 knots. The top pros are already fighting for supremacy. Desjoyaux, winner of 3 editions, Leclerc already back at the helm, Bayou, Elie, the favorite, and many more strong contenders are all up there. Once again confirming the French supremacy in offshore single-handed sailing, the Figaro 2013 is witnessing a tightly packed fleet with very similar speeds and therefore very reduced margins. Just 1 or 2 miles is, however, enough to make the difference for the leaders rounding off the northern coastline of the Iberian Peninsula. A tactical passage that ultimately sets the stage for the final stretch to Porto. Virtual Racetracker fans can follow daily all the key passages and the legs on the official site of La Solitaire du Figaro 2013 throughout this June. Sailors are still on the water as this edition comes to a close. Catch the full report with onboard action, interviews, and final results on the next NC Sports Weekly News. After 4 days of intense high-end fleet racing on Lake Garda, Italy, Diego Negri and Klein Friedhoff are the new star-class Eastern Hemisphere champion. With 5 wins and 7 regattas, the Italian-German duo sit back Polgar and Coy, as well as Merkelbach and Bartel, also from Germany, respectively finishing the series in 2nd and 3rd places. George Sabo and Vincent Hagen of the USA closed in 4th overall, and with a single podium placement, just couldn't find the right conditions here on the Garda. Designed in 1911, in the Olympics since 1932, and now out of the games for Rio 2016, the legendary star remains an ageless lady. A favorite for many top pros, and the star sailors couldn't have asked for a better setting for this championship. Conditions were a bit cold for the season, but perfect for the competition. The Garda is renowned for its famous Ora wind, which customarily kicks in precisely at noon, and is a natural resource which over the decades has turned this location into Central Europe's sailing capital, with over 250 events held annually on all sorts of vessels. John Wilson and navigator Daisy Coleman on their Pertemps Panther dominated the first 2013 Grand Prix of the P1 Superstock Championship season in Hull, Yorkshire. Fans and the wider public gathered in the hundreds in St Andrews Quayside for this 3-race weekend. The powerful Evinrude 250 performance engines sounded off and showed their stuff. With a 7-boat fleet on a 2-mile race course, it was all about the entertainment for onlookers. But for those on the course, it was a totally different story, with high-action overtakes and grueling G-forces lap after lap. The British crew battled it out for top position with the Americans on MBY Alum Marine, handled by Andy Biddle and Tracy Blumenstein in from New Jersey. Also in the fray, P1 Marine Foundation, another U.S. team closing in 3rd place overall. Next stop for the UK P1 Superstock Series is the Grand Prix of the Sea, with events scheduled both in Plymouth at the end of June and in Torquay for August. Stay tuned for the next editions of NC Sports, with top events from the world of water sports. Plunge into the action with NC Sports.